Yes.
I got in? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. I can't believe it. You earned this.
Hello?
Hello, this is the Office of Admissions at Arcane Collegium. I'm pleased to inform you that you've been accepted.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. This place is unreal.
Feels like we stepped into a storybook, and we're in it now.
You ready?
More than ever.
At Arcane Collegium, your journey begins the moment opportunity finds you. One decision, one message, one future. Welcome to Arcane Collegium. Advancing mind, advancing humanity.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished supporters, visionary partners, and those who understand that the future does not belong to chance, but to those who prepare for it. Today, I stand before you not to present an institution, but to present a necessary evolution. Because what we are witnessing across the world today is not simply change, it is transition. And transition in how humanity thinks. A transition in how we learn. A transition in what it will take to not only survive, but to lead in the world that is coming. And the truth, whether we choose to acknowledge it or not, is this. The current educational model is no longer sufficient. It was built for a different era, an era of repetition, an era of predictability, an era where information alone was enough to create value. But we are no longer in that world. We are entering a world where complexity is increasing, systems are evolving, human consciousness itself is expanding. And in such a world, surface-level knowledge will not sustain leadership. Depth will. Integration will. Awareness will. This is where Arcane Collegium emerges. Not as an alternative, but as an advancement. Arcane Collegium is built on a simple but powerful truth. You cannot rush the development of a fully capable human being. And this is why, unlike traditional 4-year institutions, Arcane Collegium operates on a 5 to 7-year institutional framework model. Not because it is longer, but because it is deeper. In a traditional system, students are trained to absorb information, pass examinations, enter systems that already exist. But at Arcane Collegium, students are trained to think with precision, analyze with depth, integrate knowledge across disciplines, navigate complexity, and ultimately lead in environments that do not yet exist. Because the future will not reward those who simply know. It will reward those who understand. Now, let us speak clearly about something that many institutions have avoided: the balance of knowledge. For generations, education has leaned heavily toward one side of understanding, the structured, analytical, measurable, what we may call the masculine dimension of learning. And while that has brought progress, it has also created imbalance, because there exists another dimension of intelligence, one rooted in perception, awareness, pattern recognition, intuition, interconnected thinking, what we may call the feminine dimension of intelligence. Arcane Collegium does not choose one, it integrates both. Because the leaders of the future will not be one-dimensional thinkers. They will be analytical and perceptive, logical and aware, grounded in reality and capable of seeing beyond it. And this is where our curriculum becomes truly distinct. Yes, our foundation includes advanced STEM disciplines: mathematics, physics, system science, celestial mechanics, energy dynamics. But we do not stop at calculation. We move into understanding the systems those calculations describe. Students are not just taught equations, they are taught what those equations represent in reality, how systems interact across scales, how patterns repeat across disciplines, how to think in universal frameworks, not isolated subjects. At the same time, we introduce structured, disciplined exposure to what has historically been labeled as esoteric knowledge, metaphysical frameworks, ancient wisdoms of understanding, perpetual-based intelligence training. Now, let me be clear. This is not fantasy. This is perception training. It is a study of pattern recognition at advanced levels, symbolic interpretation, cognitive expansion, awareness beyond surface-level thinking. Because in the world of increasing capability, or complexity, the ability to perceive what others cannot will become one of the most valuable skills a human being can possess, especially in the future and in the new earth. And so what we are building here is not just students. We are building capable individuals. Individuals who can enter complexity without confusion, lead without dependency, adapt without losing clarity, and operate across both the 3D practical world and the expanding awareness of higher order systems of thinking. This is what we refer to as preparation for the new Earth framework. A world where transparency replaces illusion, awareness replaces reaction, integration replaces fragmentation. And in such a world, the individuals who will lead will not be the fastest learners. They will be the most complete. Which brings us back to time. Because 5 to 7 years is not time lost. It is time invested. It is the difference between learning enough to function and developing enough to lead. It is the difference between entering the world and reshaping it. And this is why we say Arcane Collegium is not an expense, it is a generational investment. An investment in human capability, intellectual depth, leadership readiness, and the future structure of society itself. Now, I want to address something directly and transparently. Arcane Collegium is not affiliated with fictional institutions such as the Hogwarts or any fantasy-based systems. While cultural references may draw superficial comparisons, what we are building here is grounded in structured education, disciplined training, real-world application, and forward-looking intellectual development. This is not imagination, this is preparation. Now, preparation for a world that is arriving faster than most systems are ready for. And so the question is no longer, should this exist? The question is, who will build it, who will support it, and who will be prepared when the world changes? Because it will. And when it does, those who invested in depth will rise. Those who trained in complexity will lead. Those who understand the value of time will shape what comes next. So today, I invite you not just to support an institution, but to participate in the creation of something far greater. A new standard of education, a new model of human development, a new foundation for leadership in the next era. Arcane Collegium, not just a place of learning, but a place where the future is built with intention. Thank you.
What if science was only half the equation?
Arcane Collegium, expanding knowledge beyond the visible.
They teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
Memorize. Repeat. Graduate. Or understand. Adapt. Lead. Choose differently.